Hi guys. Okay, so in light of the holiday season and lots of travel, and also in honor of my brother's wedding that I'm packing for right now, I thought that I would just give a little inside look on some essentials that I use for the holiday season and packing. And so I start off and just want to make this very quick and effective and not as long as the other videos that I've made, although I hope that you're enjoying them. Um, we're going to the beach, right? So it's going to be a lot smaller items, but this is a really effective way to make sure that we can fit the most in our suitcase. So our goal is between the two of us, and I'm excessively a really light packer. My fiance, maybe not so much. He's always just a little bit more prepared. One of the secrets is to take your clothes, and I'm sure many of you know this right now, but you roll them up tightly, and that's going to prevent them from being as wrinkled, as well as you can fit so much more effectively in your suitcase. So tip number one, roll your goods, okay? Another thing that I like, and this is also more packed than I would have filled up quickly. So this is all, this is a bag of three different swimsuits, as well as two pool cover-ups, and to have it in this small condensed bag not only helps me keep track of it, but it's just like really easy. And if I get to the resort and let's say that we're not ready to check in, I can open this bag and know exactly where to go to get it. So I love having things all organized, and you see that when things are rolled up, how compact it is. Okay, so that is the first tip. Okay, anything else here on the clothes front? No. But I also like to have these other bags here where this is going to have my charging cords, and for safekeeping, we always travel with the diffuser. Not only to cleanse and purify the air, but to help us sleep at night. It's what we're really accustomed to. So we got on this holiday collection, we were able to get the cutest little, it's like a donut shaped diffuser, and it's perfect for travel. It has, when it's lit up, it has different colors, and it can go for up to 10 hours. So I have this going throughout our room all day just to kill off any of the germs and bacteria that linger when traveling. As well as night, it helps us sleep smoothly throughout the whole evening. So love this, and I like to have it just sectioned off in these little bags. So again, I know where it goes. Roll it up and just put it in there. So the charging cord and whatnot. Here's my passport. I always like to have things kind of sectioned off so I know exactly where to go and what to grab. But because, so the holiday season, guys, like here's some other essentials that I grabbed. Not that you can see them yet, but I'll grab them to show you. We always need to make sure that we're well fed. Not just because like stress and tension's high, but we need to make sure that we're well fed so that you're not binging on the first, pumpkin pie that you see, right? I think that you guys can get me, right? We all agree and relate to that if we are having that sustainable source of protein or just snacks, like one of the feelings that I always like to avoid is hunger, okay? I don't like being hungry at all. I like to eat enough so that I'm always like sufficiently satiated or satisfied. So one of the things that we really grab is we have these different macro bars, there's truth bars, but even these, it's the No brand protein cookie. Okay, these are really good to just have, and they have, let's see, how many? Well, 7 grams of protein, and they're considered to be keto, so it's really good to just kind of have maybe between meals or in the airport. Okay, so we have a bunch of those, and we also really love almonds. And if you have seen these in the store, these are the ones that are kind of coated with a layer of olive oil and salt. And so they're really, I think they're called like Macedonia almonds. I'm not sure, but we've really been loving them lately, and so we're bringing this for the plane, the snacks, the airport, maybe something to have in the room because there's a good bit of them in here. Okay. Also, one of the things that I always pack, and I'm so I'm so freaking glad I have this because you can get them on Amazon. This is let me come closer. This is a sectioned off little container for supplements. Okay, so I have my Lifelong Vitality Pack for us, which is essential. I have some On Guard soft gels to help with travel. I have DDR Prime, which is great for mental clarity. Probiotics. I have digestive enzymes, right? Every nutritionist and dietitian will tell you that you need digestive enzymes, and especially over the holiday season and while traveling, right? We're more accustomed to eating foods that we're not used to, right? On a regular basis. Our body doesn't quite always know how to process it, so it can clog us up. It can upset our stomachs. It can just, affect our sleep, right? It can affect a lot of different ways when we're uncomfortable. So these are awesome, and they come with me everywhere. In fact, they're always one of the first things that I pack just to make sure that I don't forget them, okay? So the vitamins are essential. The supplements come with us everywhere we go. Another thing I have here is, this is the travel hack if you are going through an airport. I always love to bring a water bottle, and we usually like to travel early in the morning so that we can get to wherever we're going and maximize the most amount of hours there. So tomorrow we're leaving quite early. And so I'll have a little bit of water filled up in here so that I can drink that, consume that before going through the airport check-in, the TSA. And then I have an empty water bottle that I can fill up at one of the restaurants or in the airport so that I'm not dehydrated on the plane or having to pour in dozens of those little cups into this container. So that's a great way to make sure that I'm staying hydrated, because guys, this is the winter time, and this is one of the most months where we get so depleted before we even realize it, right? We are going to get so dehydrated, and you're not even going to recognize it, because it's just like that's how the cold sucks out all of our moisture, okay? So we need to be taking extra measures to make sure that we're staying hydrated, and most definitely while traveling. It also really helps with jet lag, okay? So stay hydrated. And I always love to have this, so I can also take it to the resort, and beverages can stay colder longer, and I don't have to constantly be getting water, right? And also with the stainless steel, this is just something, so if you're new to essential oils, specifically doTERRA, when I talk about oils, I'm talking about doTERRA, right? Because they're one of the only companies that you're able to take internally, and you must drink them from a stainless steel or glass water bottle. So stainless steel is the way to go. And we also bring, this is for the pool, right? So this is just a little cup to keep our hydro flask, to keep our beverages cold, and of course we're bringing our own straws. Okay, little bougie, I get it, but this is where we're at in life, and we are just straw conscious, okay? So there's that. Also, let me share here, sorry, it's a little far away. I like to bring our metabolic gum, okay? And so I have this to chew on, to curb cravings, to just have to keep my metabolism in check while eating all these foods that I don't usually eat, okay? Okay, let me get back in the picture for you guys at least, okay? So we can do this. I'm going to be going from sweaters and Uggs to sandals and swimsuits. But, okay, so we love to bring our own little music for the room, and we'll also be able to take this out to the pool or the beach. So it's just something to think about if you're traveling. It's a way to kind of keep the spirits light and set your own vibe to whatever you want to listen to. But I also pack, this is a big jar of my own Epsom salts, and I will add whatever oils that I'm needing at the moment. Okay, so that is a jar of Epsom salt, and so I have it also in this little baggie to, in case it were to break or something like that, because that's definitely happened to me, where Epsom salt goes everywhere in my suitcase. Another thing is that I have these little travel shampoo and conditioners that I always love to have, because I don't need to be, focusing on my healthy hair. This is the longest and healthiest that my hair's ever been, and so I don't need to be focusing on that all year round and then be traveling subjected to those toxic chemicals that end up really drying your hair out, damaging it, and it feels good in the moment, but not good for your hair or your skin or your body as they absorb it. And then I have these fun little things. I hope that this can be of interest to you, but I really love dry brushing. And if you don't know what that is, like, please check out some of my other videos or ask me about it, and I'll make sure that you get the information you need. But this is really great for sloughing off the dead skin cells, increasing circulation, which is always a must when you're on the airplane for a long time and you need to implement vitality into your life. It's also really wonderful for draining your lymphatic system and really just healthy overall. Really wonderful for your skin and the glow and stretch marks, cellulite. Can't stress it enough. I love to add some oils on top of here and then brush my skin before getting in the shower. So love to do that. It's definitely essential over the holiday season. I have of course, my regular cleansers and products. I love tongue scraping. Okay, guys, don't even get me started. That's such a weird thing to say. It's like, I love tongue scraping, but it really is great for just getting all that bacteria off, freshening your breath, helping you feel cleaner, and it's just really good, especially again while traveling, because we're going to focus on all of the germs and bacteria that we're exposed to, let alone from the plane. Okay, so you have to take extra good care of yourself wherever you get where you're going, okay? I love the skincare products. I love these, and I also use them a lot to make sure that my skin stays hydrated as best as I can. So I'm going to just kind of pack these things while I'm talking to you. Look at me being so productive. Some of my favorites, I always use Immortelle and Rose. I like to roll those around my eyes every time I wake up in the morning, and I also do that at nighttime. It's a great kind of close out to my day, and it's really powerful for anti-aging. So if you need to know about that, there we go. I'm actually going to put those right in here. Some essentials that I definitely carry, On Guard products. Okay, I have the On Guard oil in here. I don't need to talk about specific oils. Many of you already know what they are, right? I don't need to talk about specific oils, but I will. So I bring the On Guard hand sanitizer, and I have actually a couple of these because I spray down the luggage wherever it gets where it's going. I spray down the seats on the airplane, our hands, constantly using this. I'm going to use it right now. It smells so good. And it's great for killing off all of the bad bacteria, right? There's a lot of unique bacteria that is meant to be good for us and protects us from outside germs and sickness, right? And so those are good germs, and those are on your hands as well. So when you use something like a Purell or Germ-X on your hands and it kills 99.9% of germs, you're killing off the good germs and the bad, and that makes you more susceptible to being sick, right? So isn't that freaking crazy, right? It's so avoidable, okay? That's the word I'll use, avoidable. So I actually bring a couple of these just to have them around so that we can constantly be boosting our immune systems and protecting ourselves from any outside carriers. Deep Blue is amazing, okay? And I'm not just saying this because I use it every day, but I'm definitely bringing it with me on this journey because we're going to be around a lot of family, and family is like the greatest and like worst things in the world sometimes, right? Because we care so much. So we get so sensitive to maybe everything that's said or that's not said. And so it can breed a lot of stress. So hello, I'm going to take that. I carry my stress in my neck and traps. So I'm constantly applying this to my body, as well as just any aches and pains through travel, right? When your body is dehydrated, even though you're working for it not to be, those kinds of moments, Deep Blue, awesome. And of the, you guys can see this whole thing is filled with oils. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There is 18 oils right here. And I also have a chapstick because, again, hydration. So it's important. But I want to say that of those top 10 oils, I bring like 8 of them. okay? And I use those on a daily basis. So when I say those top 10 oils, doTERRA has in their enrollment kits, anyone who's getting started on their journey, all of them come with the top 10 most popular oils to get started with. That's going to take care of allergies, immune system, cold and flu, energy, relaxation, detoxing your body, enhancing your mood. Gosh, there's just so many different things. Headaches, stomach aches, sleeping. Really, it's 150 different reasons or uses for those oils. But of those top 10, I really bring 8 of them with me on a regular basis. So I definitely put them to use, and I need to have them close for when something arises. So I bring a bunch of oils there. I'm bringing a bunch of oils in here. I even made my dad a special beard oil because he requested it. So that was so easy to do, and I can't wait to see him and give it to him. In here I also bring stuff like rosemary. And rosemary is a great one to add to my Epsom salt because it's great for detox. So after travel or stress of the holidays or being with family or anything, you can give yourself a nice little foot soak or a full-on bath. It's wonderful. It's also really wonderful to apply to your hair to help your get rid of the dead skin cells and promote hair growth. Okay, so it has multiple uses, and I love to have it on hand. And so I think that's that. I hope that this helps you as far as travel essentials. Don't forget sleep mask, yes, and I'm bringing my roller that I love to roll my jaw with. Helps with tension, stress, and anti-aging. I think everybody should get one of these, and if I was sponsored, well, I'd get credit for a lot of the ones that I've helped sell already, but I'm not. So anyways, you guys, I love these jade rollers. That comes with me as well. So if you have any questions or any tips and tricks of your own that you want to share with me regarding essential oils and packing, then please let me know, and I hope you found this to be pretty valuable. But think immune system, think hydration, think getting the rest and relaxation that your body needs, and also eliminating any aches and pains, okay? So be sure to maximize your trip and be safe and have fun with wherever you're going. So talk soon.